Welcome back to the Unrecognized podcast. We're diving into a dope episode. Big insight from the upcoming rap career of Gandhi, and man, this is a sweet episode. Let's get into it. Alrighty, welcome back to the Unrecognized podcast. My name is Reese Schneck, your host, and with me, I have my bro Gandhi out in
What's good with
Morgantown, West
y'all?
Virginia.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on, bro?
It's going. Whole lot
Back
going on.
again?
We're
This
back
was on
again.
video, right? This was on video, right?
Yep. We'll have a
Last one
little.
was audio.
Yep. We talked before, but it was just like one of those things where, I mean, you feel it with your music too. It's one of those things where like we did that podcast and then like I don't remember what it was. I got freaking stupid busy with something. I'm like, I can't like I think I ended up putting it out like on a YouTube I was gonna start or something. I don't remember, but it was just one of those things where
It was a starter. We're here now with it.
right. Yeah, exactly. Now we got this one coming in way better. So yeah, tell people a little bit about yourself that don't know who you are, what you do.
Well, everybody, I'm Gandhi. That's with three I's, Ghandii on all platforms. I'm a musician coming from Maryland, but I'm actually living in Morgantown, West Virginia for the past 5 years.
For sure.
Um, Honestly, only thing I really want anybody to know about me is I make dope music.
That's right.
That's about it.
Dope
That's my
music.
legacy.
Yeah. You got your music has a lot of energy and a lot of moods. You're definitely like a artist that is well rounded in a way, you know. It's like
This is
you got the
CBD.
yep.
This is for my glaucoma. Anybody wanted to know?
CBD only.
CBD
That's
only.
funny. But yeah, I mean, you definitely have a vast majority of moods, like some definitely some bangers, some slower stuff.
It might take me a while to make music, but I always try to capture the moment of
Right.
how I'm feeling when I make a
Hmm.
song, or like somebody else's. It's like my friends are going through it, or like I can like verify with that feeling. I just
Right.
get in touch with that and write about it. Just like emotional music.
For sure. Yeah, so like how long for people that don't really know, and I guess I don't really either, but how did the journey start? Like what did the start look like for
Oh,
you?
oh man. I was one of those kids like I wouldn't say I had a troubled background, but I made a lot of stupid decisions. So like I got stuck in situations where I was like all I could do is write, and like it started in 2012, I believe. Um I was actually No, it actually started in 2009. Sad story. So like my mom passed, and my mom was actually a backup singer when she was younger for a lot of famous people like Teddy Pendergrass, Isley Brothers. She did a couple shows, but then she got pregnant with me, so like that got postponed.
Mm-hmm.
So then I grew up singing in a choir.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to my music, you'll be like, "What?" But like I got started singing in a choir, and then after that, like it like waned off a lot,
Mm-hmm.
the church scene. But then I started writing poetry, and before 2009, my mom used to tell me that I should write music because the way I wrote my poetry was in like a song format.
Yeah.
So after my mom passed in 2009, I tried my hand at writing music, but it was mostly like party shenanigans. I freestyle for my friends and stuff like that,
Right.
and then I would get like thousands and thousands of views from these
Yeah.
freestyles. So I ended up, I think it was 2016. I dropped like my first song, but then I got like no views. Like
Right.
I literally think I got like 136 views, but
Yeah.
that 100 to me was like, oh shit, I'm popping.
Right.
And then like, but then like I dropped the second song, and it was more emotional. So like the emotional part of my music was like a gimmick at first because I was like, damn, if I write emotional shit, I'll get more views.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up writing another song after that in the end of 2013. No, 2000. No, it was at the end of 2016. I apologize. And then I got really upset one day in 2017, the beginning of 2017. I wrote my first single ever, Crazy, and it kind of just like took off. So I was just like, fuck it,
Yeah.
this is what I'm about to do. I guess I'm a musician. And then
Right.
like the first, and then I came out with Fuck Love, and that solidified me.
Yeah.
That was my introduction to music.
Yeah. That was that honestly, it's crazy. Like we talked about it before, but like when I found you, that must have been like what? I think it was probably my what June I think beginning of like my junior year of high school, because like I said before, like Dylan posts your stuff on his story or something, and I was like a DJ and dry freaking 8,000
I think you
people
I
in
think you caught
Wisconsin.
on with Rise.
Yeah.
That was the song I dropped like at the end of the year, and it was
Yeah.
just like
I think it was.
100K straight off the bat. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that song was that song. Honestly, that or Fuck Love might be my beginning.
Yeah. What are those at like right now?
I think Rise is at 200 some thousand, and Fuck Love's at like 150K.
Dang. Yeah,
Like
that's
if I was on an independent label myself, that would be like bronze.
mhm,
Independent like statistics wise,
right.
100K.
Yeah, bro. That's big. That's
I
definitely
mean,
like
sorry, it's a start.
yeah. Well,
I
that's what I
think I
mean.
could touch
Like
him. I think I could touch a million.
for sure.
Honestly,
It's like a that's stuff like that is like a you hit those, you hit those marks along the way where it's like this is really like I can do this. I just did
right?
this. I just did
Natural
100K.
progression.
Right. Now my next one's at 200K. Now, 500K looks doable. Then you hit your mill. Then it's constant. But definitely like what I've recognized about you too is like you have consistency. And a lot of artists are like, they'll claim artistry and like claim they make music, and they do. Like they might have a couple good ones and whatever, and, still be small and whatnot. But
Facts.
like consistency is seriously like so freaking important.
That's how I look
Definitely.
at it. The stats may not show it all the time for people that make music,
Right.
and that's the thing. People rely on stats, but like that one song in a year could like touch somebody, and they end up sharing it, and then you
Right.
get over like 300K views because you know what I mean. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't an immediate, but like I always feel like my next song always has to be better than my last song,
Right.
and if I feel that way, then it's a great song. So then I'm
Yeah,
gonna put it out. You know what I mean?
for sure. Yeah, I listen to like quite a bit. Like, I don't know if you like Russ at all, the
I love
musician, but
Russ.
yeah, dude, he's
I don't
really
I don't like I used to like some of the things he would say
yeah,
like outright, but like his music
yeah,
is fire. It's
yeah,
fire as fuck. You can't look at a person. You can not like a person and
yeah,
love their music like that
yeah.
ass.
Right,
And he
right.
makes fire music, and he has the keys to the kingdom, honestly, because he's
Mm-hmm.
not signed to anybody like major besides publication and distribution,
Yeah,
and he's just booming.
yeah. It's crazy. I listen to like a lot of his stuff, and it's like if you look at his journey, it was like what it was. I mean, 2.5 years. He always talks about like of just one single a week. Like that's
Yeah,
nuts.
I don't know if I can do a single week because, like,
No,
oh
that's
man,
a
it's a
lot,
lot of emotion
right?
for me. But like, I try to mix it up with the rap and the singing. But like, to be honest, rapping honestly got too easy for me
Yeah.
because I feel like I could go in the studio, I can make a rap song in seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know the singing shit, bro. That shit just hits harder, different. It
Yeah,
just hits
definitely.
different.
For sure, for sure. What was like once you kind of got that traction with like those two songs, what was like would you say the hardest time like
Huh.
in music?
Mm, it's not even making the songs anymore. It's
Mm-hmm.
maintaining that. Yeah, it sounds corny, but it's maintaining that image that I can put out songs that can garner 100K.
Right.
Like so, like that used to mess with me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I don't have 100K on this song. I guess I didn't do anything. Or um, I would say right after Fuck Love,
Yeah.
like, cause I was going, I was I was going through a really bad breakup.
Mhm.
So like, and that's fuck love is all like the hook was the only thing that I wrote in that
Right.
song, and like the rest of it was just like raw emotion, me just you know what I mean. And so like after that, it was harder for me to write because it was like I just built my image on being sad,
Right.
and I don't know if I can make another like you know what I mean like. So it
Yeah.
was like developing that ability to just write from my conscience.
Right.
I think that was the hardest part because I was basically solely writing on emotion for the longest time, and
Mhm.
that was so different to people that it was like I don't know. It's that's a good ass question, bro.
Yeah.
Because like I think about that honestly a lot, like because to get to where I am now, I say after everything after fuck love was just it was hard because it wasn't hard because of what I had to do. It was hard because I had to maintain it.
Right.
That's the key they always tell you. It's not hard to get on. It's hard to stay on.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like so it's like keeping that same mentality and hunger to where I
Exactly.
am now. And honestly, I got lost. I'm not even gonna lie, I got lost. Like, cause it was hard to maintain that shit. And I would
Yeah.
like get complacent at what I already was, thinking like everybody's telling me you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it, you're gonna make
Mhm.
it. Like after a while, that sits in your head, and you get complacent, and like that's time wasted. Where I was putting out songs almost every week or every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and I was booming off, getting 30K plus. Like you know what I mean? So like it's not. It's hard, bro. It's hard
Yeah.
to maintain. Like a
Yeah,
lot
for
of people
sure.
think they're doing a lot or like they have the right steps. Like, but unless you're doing that shit correctly, to whereas I could stop making music right now and
Right.
come back a year from now, and everybody will still press play.
Exactly.
That's hard to maintain. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? And I've built. My manager always tells me I've built a cult fan base now. Because
Right.
basically, like, if I feel a certain way, I can make my whole timeline feel a certain way.
Yeah,
So whereas they want to be entwined or engaged with whatever the fuck I'm doing.
definitely.
That
Yeah.
was the hardest part. It's just building a solidified fan base to where they like I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
get it
really
for
good
sure.
ass question, bro.
Yeah. Basically, one doing once you have the fans, getting the fans to listen to whatever you put out and then still
Right.
feel that and
Still feel it like
not be like, "Oh, this is just something he put out." When you
facts.
were like actually in the studio like really feeling it, you know.
Yeah, so it's harder for me. Like I could say I'm happy now,
Mhm.
but I can still put out a song that makes you feel like, damn, I needed this. Like when I put out "Open" like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
3 weeks ago. It's a sad song, but if you like really listen to the song, like
Yeah.
really listen to the song, it's basically saying that everything is a lesson. Like
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the relationship being broken. I'm
Right.
just mad that it wasn't. I had no like ending to this relationship to make
Yeah.
me feel like I can move forward. Like I'm left open. Like you know
For
what I
sure.
mean? Like
Yeah.
so like it's just finding a way to explain things other than just I'm fucking sad, bro.
Right.
Somebody help me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you know what I
It's
mean?
dude, that's such a like niching and like getting your paving your way, like having your avenue that you are so tight in is like you see these people that shoot up overnight. That's probably like not even overnight,
I
but
don't think
like
I want that.
no.
honestly don't think I want that. Like
Right.
they're blowing up overnight shit.
Right.
Like they come, they go. Like you
Right.
know what I mean? That's you have no time to engage with that
Yeah.
artist to see how he rose. Like
Right.
you have to backtrack this whole entire time just to see
Right.
how this motherfucker came up
Right.
and like to see if he's not like you know what I mean, some just fake
Yeah.
industry plant. Like you know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
shit like that. Like I like the interaction that I get and to see that people are like still hitting me up, still recognizing like what I'm doing. Like
For
if you used
sure.
to go out and be like around here, if people like, yo, you know Gandhi, and they'd be like, yeah, the magician, the rapper, like the
Yeah.
dude that make music, like that to me makes me understand like, all right, I'm doing something good. Like they recognize me for this, like
Yeah,
and nothing
definitely.
else.
Yeah, I feel for sure. What would you say like the best times are? Or like one specific time where you're
Performing,
like, yeah,
performing.
I had to already guess that for sure.
Any time. Like I don't give a fuck if there's 12 people. I don't care if there's 1,000 people, bro. Like performing is the greatest experience that you can experience as an artist. Like
For
to
sure.
to listen to people sing your song back to you when you're on like a stage where all everybody staring at you, just waiting for anything to happen. Like and
Right.
then you just like spaz out, and they engage with that, and they just like, holy fuck, like that's
Yeah.
like when the first time I performed, bro. Like I had no nerves. Like I was like, I love it. Well, honestly, I just love attention, bro. So like,
Right.
I was in a room full of like, I think it was like 110 people. It was at
Mm-hmm.
this place called Embassy Theater in
Yeah.
Cumberland, and like people were singing my song back at me, and
Right.
that hooked me. I think was what hooked me to music.
For
Like
sure.
like the fact that I couldn't get people digitally to like post about me, but
Mm-hmm.
like if I was to go to like a show, they were singing my song.
Right.
So I was like, I knew I had something, but like the way you do a show and engage with people while you're on stage, they touch you, they sing your song, they're screaming, like that
Yeah, bro.
shit is different, bro. Like that's oh man, that's oh, it's amazing in itself.
Yeah. It's hype.
I feel like you understand what I'm saying. Like as even as a
Definitely.
DJ, like just to like have
Definitely.
people like you know what I mean, their
Yeah.
tempo, like the way they're moving, like
Yeah.
that's just
It's super sick.
you're doing it and you're doing it. Like
Right.
that's dope.
Yeah, like if you wanna if you want people to slow down, you literally, you play the song.
Right. Like
It's
that
it's
like I
honestly
don't
super
know.
dope. If you want people to get hype, between lighting and freaking bass drops and all this stuff,
I
you
think I'm just like a
construct that.
creative control freak. So like
Yeah.
when shit's like that going my way, like
Yeah,
I
bro.
feel that shit, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like that shit's dope.
Yeah. What was like I know we talked before about like a crazy when what was it when Skies came to the
Yeah.
code? How was that like? I mean,
Bro, like
obviously people know like who that is, like, and
I had opened up for Skies
yeah,
previously, and
right.
like as soon as Crazy and Fuck Love came out,
Yep.
and it was getting the views. And then he had asked me to be the direct opener for him at that show. So I
Right.
kind of got in with they click like that, but I don't
Mhm.
really know them, but
Right.
like they know me from performing. Like it's a good show.
Yeah,
Whenever
for
I
sure.
just good energy in the crowd
Mhm.
after I'm done performing. So like, I mean, I'm kind of different when it comes to celebrities.
Yeah.
Like I respect celebrities and
Yeah.
whatever that they're doing, but they're just doing what I'm doing, and they just
Exactly.
have a lot of benefactors behind them. So like I
Exactly.
treat it just like a business. I don't get
Mhm.
all rah rah rah, but I thank them like for everything because
For
like
sure.
without them coming, I don't get all of those people in one area. Like you
Right.
know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I can make more fans, and I think those shows is what actually solidified me and the
Mhm.
people that listen to my music because they're
Mhm.
like, damn, this dude can do this and keep up right after, like he's right before Skies and keeps up, and it's just straight through. I
Exactly.
think I don't know, Skies is dope. It's the same like type of vibe of music
For
when you
sure.
like make music, so like he's a really dope artist. I really like. Honestly, that's not even my favorite show.
Yeah.
That's really like the Montana 300 show is probably my favorite show ever. I stage dived in that bitch. Like it was
Dang.
so many people I stage dived. It was bro, the energy in that motherfucker was lit.
I believe it. Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Shit, have you had any like big people come to your like DJ performances?
Um,
Like you bring people through like the like clubs and shit?
Not even honestly being like we had a couple shows where they did hip hop night at like this festival that we threw in our hometown.
Hmm.
I didn't throw it, but like the city did. It was like a big production. They had like like Coolio, like Naughty by
I
Nature.
know who that is.
Yeah,
And
for
you had
sure.
Naughty by Nature there?
Yeah.
Damn.
They had they had Sir Mix a Lot too.
I know who
It's
that is.
crazy. It's like those OGs. And they had like some people from Digital Underground and stuff like that. It was super cool,
Bro,
but
like I like talking to the OGs. Like one time we had the Yin Yang twins here,
yeah,
and like I just chopped it up with them, like just learning shit. Cause
bro,
like I mean
they
they didn't make it big, but they made it big. Like at the
right,
same time, like that's what I want. Like I don't want like fame, celebrity. Like
right,
oh bitch, I'm on TV every day, shit.
no,
But like I'm gonna make it like an experience. I
yeah,
feel like
taking like the knowledge that they have because they definitely
yeah,
know. So
and to create my own. I still feel like I could make solidify records without being
for
like
sure,
huge.
right,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
Mac wasn't huge, but like he was still doing his thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, we had those guys, but my dad actually opened for them because he DJs too. That's where I started it. So he opened for those guys, and then he did it a second year, but then they kind of went away with the whole hip hop thing, which
Mm.
whatever. It was just one
Is
of
that the
those things.
demographic?
Yeah, basically. So honestly, not yet, but that then
Taco
again, there
Tuesday.
you go. Yeah, then again, like I feel the same way when I do a show. It's like I don't care. Like I don't even need a name to associate with
Yeah,
and do that. It's like if I can promote that energy and create that energy myself, like
they will come back. They
I'm gonna be
will
that
come
much
back,
more proud
bro.
of myself as well. So it's just one of
Exactly.
those things. So yeah, for sure.
That's the part when you go back to that one question you said was the hardest thing.
Yeah.
That's the part I got lost in. I was always worried about what everybody else wanted from me.
Right.
When like in the beginning I was making whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
Like and I got lost in that. And
Right.
that's the hardest part
For
is
sure.
still making the songs that you care about and not what everybody else wants.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
that's basically what you were doing in the beginning, making songs that you felt were good, and then they gradually got along to it.
For sure. For like any photographers, videographers, designers, like stuff like that, what do you see, like, since you have a little bit more traction like as an artist, like what appeals to you, like when you want to shoot a video, like what appeals to you when finding like the creatives that you work around?
Energy, honestly,
Mhm.
people can take in what I'm saying and create from it. Like, I like honestly, I'm one of those people. Another thing, I got lost in. I'm one of those people like I'm always around energy. If the energy feels good, I'm always around it. But sometimes energy isn't good.
Right.
So like that was another thing. Like you got to protect your energy always. So like I always look for people that stimulate me mentally. Like if I can have a conversation with somebody and it doesn't have to be just what I mean, yes, no, this, that, and the
Right.
other. Like what I mean, like people who can carry themselves around me
For sure.
and carry themselves how they usually carry themselves around anyone else. I
Exactly.
usually vibe with those people the best,
Right.
and just people that just I don't know. Like I got three people I really honestly mess with. I got Cole Frazier. He's with he's out here too, and
Yeah.
I use Rock Solid Media. He's
Yep.
a Charleston person, and then I have Blank Slate. He's another also Charleston videographer, and
Sweet.
they're just like the way they what I mean vibe with me.
Mhm.
Honestly, it's just like that's what I demand more than anything. Like
Right.
we can find a way to get what we want, but like as long as your energy is correct with me, like I'm
Right.
with it. Because then I can know I can explain myself. We can get through this, and no matter how long it could take, we're gonna make a dope ass project. Like you know what
Right.
I mean? Because
Yeah,
we
for
vibe.
sure. Yeah, I definitely think that's the key of anything. Like you can be as talented as you want, but if it sounds like you're talking out of a textbook, you're not gonna.
Facts. I'm not gonna vibe with
Right,
you. There's no
right,
creative process here.
right, for sure. What's like for some other artists like that are younger, like earlier on in the game, what would you say to them? Like what do you kind of wish you would have known coming into it and like with the image thing and like the branding thing? What would you say
Don't be
to
scared to ask for help.
yeah,
Don't be scared to ask for help.
for
I mean,
sure.
your network is your net worth. Like, don't go spending money aimlessly just so
Mhm.
you can get a final product. There's no shortcuts whatsoever. Like, you can't take any shortcuts. It's as slow and steady. It takes almost 10 years to honestly create a foundation, get a solidified fan base, and make music to where it can make somebody emotionally grab your music and press play.
Yeah,
Like, so, like, no shortcuts. Just if you want it for the long haul, you're just going to do it. Like you know what I mean. Like, and if you make up your mind to do something, do it
for
then.
sure.
So so you're not thinking a week later or a week from now. Like, damn, I wish I did that.
Right.
Because that's the worst feeling in the world. Because that's time you got to make up. It's time you got to make up. I think I look at it like this: if you slack off 3 months, you got to take a year to get all of that back.
Right.
3 months, you slack off 3 months. That's a year to get all of that back.
That's
So like
crazy. It is
I, yeah, it's deep, bro. Like
for
once you
sure.
get I honestly tell people all the time, once you find your cadence or whoever the fuck you want to sound like, because that's honestly the only time you're picking up a mic is because somebody influenced you to.
Yeah, for sure.
Start worrying about the business side. Like you know what I
Right.
mean. Like think about the business side. Don't delve. Don't like go in it so deep like that consumes you. But like maintain your craft and learn the business so you're not fucked over
Mhm.
in the end or the long run. So even if you are making 5 songs a week if you're actually knowing your business, you can maintain around $150 towards your promotion, and that's
Definitely.
just off of your music.
All right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. Like, that's another thing. Like, I talk to, creators like video or photo guys, and it's like everybody's got that same thing. It's like just keeping your originality and not selling out,
Yeah, stay creative.
Yeah,
Always stay creative. And
that's
always,
it.
and one thing I always sucked at was maintaining a budget. To
Right.
where it's like you got to maintain your real life, you got to
Yeah.
maintain you, but like if this is what you love, you also got to maintain it.
Right.
So like if I have any free time or anything, like I try to submit to at least like if that's the bare minimum of what I have to do, that's what
Yeah.
I'll do. Like submit to a million fucking websites, blogs, playlists.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Anything I can, or even do shit like this. Like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
as long as you're doing something, then you're good.
For
Like
sure.
there's no way you're not gonna get noticed. So like don't give up, cause like in the end, I can make 5 songs and
Mm-hmm.
2 of them get 100K, but it could be the one that actually gets me noticed and it has 6K.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
For sure.
don't let the numbers fool you. Like there's people out here like my boy Kai, like
Yeah.
Kai Infinite. Shout out my boy Kai Infinite, and he has like what 4K followers, but like
Right.
his engagement on his Instagram is ridiculous, all organic. Like
Yep.
people like you know what I mean. Like that's the shit you care about. He has 4K followers, and he has one song with over 3.2K on playlist.
Yep.
Like he has 3.2K playlists,
Right.
like on one song.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That
It's
song has
crazy.
over 150K.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it got
Yeah.
him noticed. So, like, shit like that. Don't pay attention to numbers and what other people are doing. Stay in your lane and stay creative. But just keep creating. That's all you can do
Definitely.
is just keep creating.
For sure. Yeah, that's good knowledge. 100%. But yeah, anything else that you would like any projects? What's coming up for you in the future?
I don't know, bro. Like I've just been feeling like dropping singles. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like that's the vibe right now. Singles,
Yeah.
like so I've been dropping singles and doing videos. Like I'm about to do a video this Friday for my new single, Back on My Bullshit. And it's honestly it's just I relate to it, but like it's nothing recent. It's just something like people on the internet just they like to put their feelings out on the
Uh-huh.
internet. So it's just like you see it and it's just you gotta comment. You don't want to say it like polarize it, but you gotta say something. Like, I see a
Right.
lot of people just like breaking up, getting out of relationships, and then they go to Twitter. Like
Yep.
you know what I mean? And it's just a bunch of bullshit. Like
Yep.
of like I'm here, I'm doing this now, I'm
Yeah.
single, I'm free. Like so it's just one of those songs. It's just like just to get people going.
Right. Yeah. That's basically it. Just hit some quick emotion with them.
Yeah, but I'm just dropping singles right now. I might drop a project. I'm thinking about dropping a project. If I do drop a project, I'm gonna call it Sweet Dreams and Beautiful Nightmares. This is an ongoing thought in my head, and it might be just like 4 or 5 tracks,
Yeah.
just of some singing, vibing, emotional music.
That sounds good though.
What you got planned, bro? What you got working on?
I got a whole bunch. Like I said, DJ production, like re designing that show, seeing what it's gonna look like.
Oh,
But
you making a show?
basically just like I said, just getting all the pieces together, like to really have like everything
So
in
you
my
have
own hands,
options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I ain't gonna give out my Snapchat, but my Instagram and Twitter is IMGHANDIII. Hey, when you do this edit, can you like put the letters like
For
right
sure.
here?
Yeah. For sure.
That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
I'll get them in there. And then of course check out his music on Spotify, iTunes, all platforms really.
And that's spelled GHANDIII. 3 I's at the end. Stay woke.
That's right.
Appreciate
Always.
you, dog.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out. Get on his stuff and watch for
Make
this
sure
man
y'all
in the
tune
future.
in, man. Make sure y'all tune in.
For sure. Big shout out to Gandhi once again. Thanks for coming in, bro. Super excited with this episode. Hope everybody enjoys. Thanks for all listening to this episode. Until next time.